the heart of our city, amidst the cacophony of everyday life, lived a young scholar named Alex. Alex was not your typical youth. While others found solace in ephemeral trends, Alex was an indefatigable seeker of knowledge, a truly sagacious soul. One afternoon, while perusing a recondite tome in the city's most venerable library, a tattered, esoteric map fell from its pages. It depicted a place far beyond the quotidian, a land shrouded in mystery, and marked a single spot with the name, the Whispering Orchid. The text described this flower as a panacea for the world's ennui, a bloom so beautiful it could assuage the deepest sorrows. Captivated by this grandiloquent promise, Alex felt an irrepressible urge to find it. This was no mere whim. It was a nascent calling, a profound desideratum. To embark on such a journey seemed quixotic, even preposterous to most, but Alex was resolute. The very next day, with a rucksack filled with only the most salient supplies, Alex set off. The journey began with a long, soporific train ride that chugged through bucolic landscapes. But soon, the placid scenery gave way to more treacherous terrain. Alex had to traverse a laconic desert where the silence was so profound it felt like a physical presence. The sun was an unrelenting adversary, but Alex's tenacity never waned. After the desert came the umbral forest, a place so dense with ancient trees that sunlight struggled to pierce the canopy. The air was redolent with the smell of damp earth and decay. Locals, whose dialect was almost inscrutable, warned Alex of the forest's perfidious nature. They spoke of malevolent spirits and circuitous paths designed to lead travelers astray. Alex, ever the pragmatist, was circumspect, yet undeterred. The lugubrious atmosphere of the forest was palpable, but the thought of the orchid was a ubiquitous beacon of hope. Deeper in the woods, Alex faced numerous vicissitudes. One day, a sudden deluge turned the path into a mire, forcing a long and arduous detour. Another time, a precarious rope bridge swaying over a formidable chasm tested Alex's mettle. There were moments of doubt, moments when the sheer adversity of the quest felt overwhelming. But then, Alex would recall the ancient text's mellifluous prose and feel a resurgence of determination. The quest was an anathema to lethargy, a direct challenge to the mundane. One evening, while setting up a Spartan camp, Alex encountered a garrulous old hermit. The hermit, with his loquacious and somewhat tangential stories, initially seemed like a hindrance. But his rambling diatribe against the local fauna eventually revealed a crucial piece of information. He mentioned a river that spoke in whispers and flowed only under the light of a blue moon. Alex, realizing this was a metaphor, thanked the garrulous man, whose garrulity had proven to be a serendipitous gift. This fortuitous encounter galvanized Alex, imbuing the quest with new vigor. Following the hermit's cryptic directions, Alex navigated through a labyrinthine series of caves. The rock formations were stunning, a veritable panoply of geological wonders. After what felt like an eternity in the subterranean dark, Alex emerged into a hidden valley. The air was different, here serene, tranquil, and filled with a latent energy. A gentle, susurrant sound filled the air, like 1,000 quiet secrets being shared at once. And there, in the center of a verdant clearing, bathed in the ethereal glow of a waterfall, was the Whispering Orchid. It was ineffable. Its petals shimmered with a panchromatic light, shifting through every color imaginable. It pulsed with a soft, lambent glow, and the whispering sound emanated from its very core. It was more magnificent than any grandiloquent description could ever capture. As Alex approached, a profound sense of peace washed over them. The orchid's whispers were not words, but feelings, a wave of pure, unadulterated pulchritude and tranquility. All the truculence of the world, all the anxiety and the ennui seemed to melt away. Alex realized the flower's power was not a chemical panacea, but an emotional one. Its purpose was to remind any who found it of the inherent beauty and peace that exists in the world, often hidden and hard to find, but always there. Alex did not pick the orchid. To do so would have been a desecration of its purpose. Its magic was not something to be possessed, but something to be experienced. It was a catalyst, not a cure. Alex spent a long time there, simply being present, absorbing the flower's quiescent energy. The experience was transformative, providing a new and trenchant perspective on life. The journey itself, with all its trials, had been as important as the destination. It had forged a resilience and perspicacity that no book could ever teach. The journey back was different. The world didn't seem so cacophonous anymore. The challenges that once seemed insurmountable now felt like manageable steps. Alex returned not with a tangible prize, but with an intrinsic understanding. The quest for the Whispering Orchid had been a success, not because the flower was found, but because its lesson was learned. The greatest adventures, Alex now knew, were the ones that changed not the world around you, but the world within you. True panaceas are not found in exotic locales, but are cultivated in the sanctum of a resolute and open heart. And that knowledge was more precious than any ephemeral bloom. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me on our next adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you learned something new, I hope you had fun, and I hope you always stay brainy. See you next time.